I found out my girlfriend was living a double life with my dad. Narrated by Mr.Freshy. I did. Until I found out my girlfriend, the woman I thought I'd spend my life with, was living a double life with my father. And no, this isn't a Netflix show. It's my life. And this is how I found out. Chapter 1, A girl named Sophie. Her name was Sophie. She had that I read books but also know how to kill a man with eyeliner type of vibe. Smart, mysterious, and just enough chaotic energy to keep me guessing. We met at a coffee shop near my university. She was sitting in the corner, typing furiously on her laptop. I made a joke about her looking like she was hacking the Pentagon. She didn't laugh. But she looked up, smirked, and said, "If I tell you what I'm actually working on, I might have to kill you." God, I was hooked. Chapter 2, The first 3 months. The beginning was perfect. Sophie was intense, but in the best way. She'd write me love notes on napkins, drag me out for midnight drives, and argue passionately about movie endings. She met my friends. They loved her. She met my mom. She adored her. But whenever I brought up meeting my dad, she tensed up. "I'm not good with dads," she said once, laughing it off. I didn't push it. But I should have. Chapter 3, Meet Dad. My dad, Mark, is complicated. He's one of those cool dads. Wears leather jackets. Drives a motorcycle. Owns a gym. Has abs at 52. Gets flirted with by waitresses half his age, and flirts back. We don't have a bad relationship. Just distant. He divorced my mom when I was 12 and moved 2 hours away. We see each other a few times a year. Birthday calls. Occasional advice. That's about it. So when he texted me out of nowhere, "Hey, in town for a few days. Let's get dinner." I thought, why not? I invited Sophie. She said no. Said she had work stuff. She never turned down sushi. Something felt off. Chapter 4, Red Flags in Full Color. That week, Sophie got weird. Super weird. She started locking her phone. Disappearing for hours. Wearing more makeup than usual. Changing clothes before leaving the apartment, and again when she came back. One night, I joked, "You seeing someone else?" She froze. Then laughed way too hard. "You're insane," she said, kissing me on the forehead. I wasn't. Not yet. But I was about to be. Chapter 5, The Receipt. 2 days later, I was doing laundry, found a crumpled receipt in the pocket of Sophie's jeans. Dinner for 2. Fancy steakhouse. $312. Tip, $40. But the timestamp was the same night she said she had a migraine and stayed in bed. I stared at the receipt for a full 5 minutes. Then I did what any self-respecting fool would do. I checked her location history on Google Maps. Chapter 6, The Ping. Her location that night? Downtown. Not her work. Not her friend's place. But a hotel. A luxury hotel. Right next to that steakhouse. My stomach dropped. I called her. No answer. So I waited. For 3 hours. On the couch. Alone. She came back at midnight. Wearing different earrings than she left in. I asked how her day was. She kissed me. Said, uneventful. I nearly threw up. Chapter 7, The Video. That night, I couldn't sleep. So I did something I'm not proud of. I opened her laptop. Checked the trash bin. Found a video file. Just audio. But enough. Moaning. Talking. A man's voice. Sophie's voice. The man said something that made my skin crawl. "You always were Daddy's little secret." Pause. Sophie giggled. I froze. Replayed it 10 times. That voice. It sounded so familiar. So familiar it made my throat close. Chapter 8, Denial. I didn't sleep that night. I lay in bed beside her, eyes wide open, while Sophie breathed softly, like she hadn't just shattered my brain. I kept telling myself it couldn't be true. That I was wrong. That I'd imagined the voice. But deep down, something inside me had snapped. A thread I didn't even know was holding me together. And the worst part? I still didn't want to believe it. Chapter 9, The Confrontation, Attempt Number 1. The next morning, I asked, "Hey, you ever met my dad before?" Sophie blinked. Too quickly. Yeah. Once. At that barbecue, remember? There was no barbecue. I didn't call her out. I just nodded, smiled, and said, "Right. Just checking." But I wasn't just checking. I was planning. Chapter 10, Digging Deeper. Over the next few days, I played detective. I checked phone records. Hidden apps. Email aliases. I even watched her walk out the door once, then followed her. She took an Uber. To a downtown hotel. Checked in under a fake name. I waited. 30 minutes later, a black motorcycle pulled up. My father. Helmet under his arm. Smirk on his face. He didn't see me. But I saw enough. He went in. She let him up. And I stood outside, watching the hotel windows like they might scream the truth at me. Chapter 11, The Shattering. That night, I waited until Sophie fell asleep. I went to the bathroom, locked the door, and called my dad. He answered on the third ring. "Hey, son. Everything okay?" Silence. Then I asked, "How long has it been going on?" Pause. Heavy. Guilt-laced. "I don't know what you mean." "Don't lie to me, Dad." He exhaled. Deep. Broken. "It started before you two got serious. I didn't know she was your girlfriend at first. And by the time I did, it was complicated." Complicated? Complicated as missing rent. This was a nuclear-level betrayal. I hung up. Didn't say a word. Didn't need to. The silence said everything. Chapter 12, The Storm. The next morning, I made breakfast. Eggs. Toast. Coffee. Sophie walked in, yawning. Smells good." I slid her plate across the counter. Sat down across from her. "So, how long have you been *king my father?" Her fork hit the plate. The color drained from her face. She stammered. I was going to tell you." "When?" "On Father's Day?" She tried to cry. Tried to reach for my hand. I pulled back. "You lied to me. Slept in my bed. Smiled in my face. All while screwing the man who raised me. He said you wouldn't understand. He's right. I don't." I left, took Karma's leash. Left the door open behind me. She didn't follow. Chapter 13, Burn It All. I didn't just break up with her. I erased her. Photos? Deleted. Her toothbrush? Trashed. The playlist we made? Replaced with metal and rage. But the memories stayed. Like stains on a white shirt. No matter how hard I scrubbed, I could still smell her. Still hear her laugh. Still see my father's hand on her waist. It wasn't just heartbreak. It was humiliation. At a level I didn't know existed. Chapter 14, The Family Divide. My mother found out. Not from me. From Sophie. Yeah. She called her. Told her everything. Said she wanted to be honest now. My mom cried for 3 days. Not because she missed Sophie. But because she blamed herself for marrying a man like Mark in the first place. I should have seen it in him, she said. But I hoped he'd be different for you. He wasn't. Chapter 15, The Wedding, Again. 2 months later, Sophie and Mark announced their engagement. Publicly. On Facebook. With a goddamn heart filter and the caption, "Sometimes love finds you in unexpected places, red heart." Yeah, like your son's apartment. The internet roasted them hard. Comments like, "What in the Pornhub stepmom category is this? Congratulations, I guess? You ruined a whole generation of therapy." They turned off comments. But not before screenshots made the rounds. "I didn't even have to lift a finger. The world did the revenge for me." Chapter 16, The Invitation. And guess what? They invited me to the wedding. With a handwritten note from Sophie, "I know this is weird, but I still want you there. Closure matters. Maybe we can be family again." I didn't RSVP. I just showed up. With my +1. Her name was Angela. My dad's ex-yap. The one before my mom. Life's a circle. And revenge? Best served cold. With a red dress and wine-stained lips. Chapter 17, Final Words. They got married. It didn't last. Sophie left him 6 months later for a man her actual age. My dad tried calling me again. I didn't answer. Instead, I updated my voicemail, "Hi. You've reached someone who no longer gives a sh*t. Chapter 18, Mr. Freshy's Verdict. Studio microphone. Mr. Freshy, low, bittersweet tone. People say blood is thicker than water. But betrayal? That sh*t's thicker than both. And love? Sometimes it's not about finding the right person. Sometimes it's about cutting out the wrong ones. My dad taught me a lot of things. But the most important lesson? Trust isn't given. It's earned. And once it's gone, even Father Time can't bring it back.